Jailer Rock, percent off collector, and we're here with another Transformers unboxing and review. And we're going to be looking at this beauty here, Elita 1. I wanted to get my hands on this ever since when I was a kid watching G1, and I saw the episode that had the Lady Autobots, and they had all those. I'm collecting them all. You'll see some up here. You see, so I'm geeking out already. I'm geeking out. All right, let's go check this out. Alright, we're back at a whiteboard with another Transformers unboxing and review, and we're going to be looking at Elita 1 from the Transformers Legacy Line Generations. And I have to say, I wanted to get this one. I was happy to find it actually at a Ross, and I was able to pick this up for $5.99. That's a good number for me as the percent off collector. I'm a G1 fan. That's the series that I grew up watching. And I remember the episode where they went to Cybertron and you saw the female Autobots basically had their little commando unit. And I saw that, and with Chromia and all that, and I just thought that it was awesome. So I'm happy to add this to my collection. Take a look at the box art here. I kind of like how they have like a little mini version of the power ranking and all that. So apparently this says that it's only 14 steps, so that's not too hard, which is good, because if anyone's watched my channel before, first, thank you. But you'll also know that I'm terrible at transforming, and I usually call on good friends, either EMGo316 or Toys R Us, for help doing transformation. And I'm probably just gonna do that now as well, just because I don't want to waste your guys' time with me messing up trying to transform this thing. Alright, so there she is in a plastic, well, not plastic, I guess cardboard prison. You have the instruction manual. So let's get her out of here. And I have to say, I've been able to collect a lot of Transformers through Ross, just because of the great deals they have. And unfortunately not everyone has a Ross. Some of y'all got Ollie's, which I do not have an Ollie's. So I mean, hopefully you guys have some kind of discount place that you can look at to get good figures. Let me scroll down here. But this one here, I have to say, is really nice. It looks really cool. I just have to say it off the bat. Let's get like really in there. Alright, so it's a really nice looking figure. Of course I love the colors. Like I have RC, I have a couple of RCs actually, and I just really like the mixture of the pink and the red that this comes with. Now I mean, as far as kibble goes, yeah, it's kind of funny because I mean, this you do have like covering the head and all that. Maybe that could be one of the reasons why it ended up being cheaper, because it's kind of like it's just sitting there. It's like, I don't know if there's something that you can do. I mean, putting it down like that does not help. I thought that, I guess you could, it's supposed to go farther back like that, because maybe this was just for the packaging. So that's better from a front facing perspective, but still when you look at the back, it's like it looks like you're carrying like a mini car, like a backpack car. Like if there was ever such thing as a backpack car, she's carrying that. So that's nice. So let's talk about articulation. So you have not really movement here. I mean, I guess this could be part of the transformation, but not really anything there. You got the bend at the knee, not bad as far as the range. And then you have a little turn here at the hip, and then of course you can kick forward, back, to the side a little bit, not too far, but you have decent range of motion, so that's nice. And then you have the waist. I mean, there's no ab crunch. The fists, hands, you can rotate and then bend. Then you can also, at the bicep, you can rotate, and then the shoulder, of course you're limited a little bit because of up here, but I mean, you have in theory the ability. I mean, here when you go up, you have this piece here that keeps you from going too far, but still not bad at all. And then of course you have the head, Can't really look down or up really, but you can turn side to side. And as I said, I just think overall it looks good except for the kibble thing in the back. That is kind of weird. I mean, the back, all of the back together is kind of weird from this and on. But it can also be part of the line. I mean, I've had some of the other Generation Legacy lines that are like this, so it's kind of like par for the course. I do like the way the Autobot symbol looks and all that. But let's get her on the turntable and take a look before we see her alternate mode. Alright, so I added her guns, and I really like those blue guns too. I think that they look pretty sweet. That translucent blue gun is a nice little addition to it. So I think that all together, it's still a nice looking figure. And I think that, you know, you pair it up with some of the other figures, it looks pretty sweet. And then it has this little topper when it's in its car mode that you can check out as well. But overall, I think it's pretty sweet. Actually, let's see how she looks with another Transformers and one of her pals. Well, I assume that they'll be pals. So I just want to see how she scaled with my RC, which I had so much fun playing with as well. And I really like the way it looks. It's like good size there. So I think that fits in well. And I have a couple of other figures that are at this size as well. So I think it looks pretty sweet. And I mean, I really love that RC figure. And I mean, again, you can see RC also looks like she's wearing a backpack, a little car backpack. So I guess it kind of fits in with the whole line having these two look like that. But I mean, I can't wait. I don't have Chromia yet, but I want to add her as well. I mean, I want to have that all, because that's a line that, you know, at first I wasn't collecting, but I've come to realize that it's pretty sweet, and I think I'm going to keep adding to it. But all right, so enough of that. Let's take a look at not Chromia, Elita 1 in her vehicle mode. All right, here we go. We have our Elita 1 in her alt mode, her vehicle mode. Thanks again to EMGO316 for helping me transform this. And amazingly, it was not that difficult at all, but it's just as I said, I rather just, there's great people like him and Toys R Us that has transform videos. I'm not even going to try to attempt to jump into that space. So thanks again to him. So I have to say, it looks pretty sweet in this mode. I guess the varying colors kind of makes it interesting. You know, it kind of looks almost like, you know, like almost a hippie car, just because of the different color schemes. I love the little thing on the top, that little extra piece that you can add on it. Just coming in closer, I mean, obviously when you look underneath it, there's somewhere when you look underneath it, you can't tell it's a robot, but here it's like so clear as day when you look underneath. But everything else, you know, really fits together pretty nice. Oh, I think a little tab came out here. But, you know, everything, it still looks sweet. And actually, let me see about, it doesn't roll that great, but that could also be because I didn't tighten everything fully up. Sometimes I've had that problem where it's like, I'll be scared to put a little bit too much pressure on it, and then that leaves it where it's a little bit too low, where it's not going to roll that much. But then again, I'm honestly probably going to keep her in the robot mode, so I'm not that concerned. But I do have to say, I always love when they do like a glass here. I kind of almost wish though there was a little something they could have done inside, because like when you look inside, you just see the just see her down there like that. I don't know what they could have done. I'm not an engineer, but I just wish it, you know, something else could have been done. You know, the front, like, even though like you can see underneath here, it's not that bad, but you know, it's not the greatest as far as like how much you hide the robot. But you know, for the price point, you know, for this series, it's not bad at all. And as I said, I'm just happy to have the figure, and as I said, for the price. And of course with the guns, all these, like whenever you see little holes like that, you could put that in there, or I think, is it more to go here? I guess, depending. I mean, it fit in both, but I just think aesthetically it could be here. Maybe that's too low, because there's a hole back here as well. So maybe this is the best spot for it. I mean, technically you could put it anywhere, but I guess it's like, you know, the purist will be like, oh, it's supposed to go here. That's where it goes. Like, but there you can see. So I mean, there it's like you're ready for battle, and that's kind of cool that you can move it around in there and do stuff like that. So I think that's not bad at all. I mean, I'm happy with it. It's not perfect, obviously, but I enjoy the colors. I enjoy how it looks, especially in the robot mode, except for the backpack. But as I said, you saw with RC, same thing. So it just seems to be part of that line where you get that like backpack vehicle mode. But if you like these type of reviews, you like what I'm doing here, please consider giving me a like, sub, all that good stuff, and make sure you hit that notification button, because I'm doing videos at least 2 to 3 times a week, every single week. But thanks again for geeking out with me as I checked out another Transformers, and until next time, remember my motto: no discount, no deal. Alright, let's race RC, see who wins.